What's up everyone, it's CyberKnight8610, and today we're going to talk about a couple of new CyberKnight cards that were in the most recent episode of Yugioh Arc-V. I think it was episode 24, if I remember correctly. And anyway, these were two new CyberKnight cards that I thought were kind of interesting, well, one being a little bit more interesting than the other, seeing as it's a new fusion monster. And yeah, let's get started. First off, we have CyberKnight Lapis. It is a normal monster that is an Earth Attribute Rock monster, level 3, 1200 attack, and 100 defense. Its lore is that a gentle warrior who always cares for the health of her comrades. She is a great friend of Lazuli. Not much to say about CyberKnight Lapis. I believe it's the first level 3 normal monster for CyberKnights, if I remember correctly, but that's basically it. It's kind of cool since we already have Lazuli, so then you have Lapislazuli, so that's kind of, you know, it reminds me of Minecraft on that, of course. But yeah, other than that, there's not much to say. I wish it would have been an effect monster to help out CyberKnights a little bit more or something. It's kind of a cool card. I mean, I like the artwork and all for it, so I wouldn't mind having it for my collection if they do happen to print it in the future, but I wish it would have had either some better stats or an effect. Other than that, just not much to say. After that, we have CyberKnight Lady Lapislazuli. It is an Earth Rock Fusion monster, level 5, 2400 attack, 1000 defense, and it requires a CyberKnight Lazuli and then one CyberKnight monster to fuse into it. And its effect is once per turn, you can send one monster with the same name as this card from your extra deck to the graveyard and inflict damage to your opponent equal to half of its current attack plus 100 damage for each monster on the field that was special summoned from the extra deck. This is basically just a burn damage fusion monster for CyberKnights. It can come in handy. I mean, you're going to be special summoning stuff from your extra deck pretty easy, so you can get that extra 100 fairly easy, even though that's not a whole lot. Maybe if this card was actually printed, they would kind of increase that a little bit more or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's a little bit of burn damage, and the thing that I like about this card too is that you can use Lazuli for it, and not Lapis. You know, if it was dependent on having Lapis, that would be a different story. Lazuli is a card that CyberKnight users already use, so it's not really going to be a problem. Another thing I like about this card too, that I haven't seen just a whole lot of people point out, is that its attack stat. 2400, that's not bad for a level 5 CyberKnight fusion. CyberKnights usually don't always have the best attack stat. I mean, you have a lot of fusions that have good effects, but that attack stat's really not the best in the world. This one's actually pretty good, so that's, you know, kind of cool to see an alright attack stat for especially level 5 fusion. 2400 is really good. Other than that, of course, another thing to point out is that I guess this is what El Shaddai Construct used to look like. I guess that's what happens when it got corrupted. Kind of interesting to see that too. I'm glad that we kind of have something to look at from that, because usually with the Shaddai cards and other cards, you know, they get corrupted, whether it's Evil Swarms or whatever. There's like the previous card you can see, and then you have the corrupted version. So it's kind of cool to see the non-corrupt version of Construct in card form. So that's another reason too. I hope this card will get actually printed and not just stay in the anime. But yeah, what do you guys think about both these cards? Do you hope they get printed? Do you already use CyberKnights and you were like, you know, you really want these cards to be printed? I hope so. And also there were two, there was a Constellar card and there was an X-Saber card that was in the anime too, but we didn't have the full effects. So I can't really talk about them yet, but whenever we do get those effects, and hopefully we will, I'll talk about them in the future. As always, thank you for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And of course, tell me what you guys think about these cards, and tell me what you guys think about the anime so far. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's pretty good, and I'm liking seeing all these, you know, Constellars, CyberKnights, and X-Sabers in the anime. Thank you for watching, and of course, I will catch you guys later. See ya.